Kilkenny People was founded in 1892, and in 2017 the newspaper will celebrate 125 years of it. Over the years, the Kilkenny People, while it has changed its shape from broadsheet to tabloid, its content remains the same. It still reflects local news, local community news, our courts, our councils, our sports, our arts heritage, how people are doing successfully in business, and in the main, the Kilkenny People does exactly what it says on the tin. It's about the people of Kilkenny.
Well, the city status, Noel Dempsey was Minister for the Environment and he wanted to downgrade a number of cities. Now, Kilkenny is unusual that we have two charters, dating from 1609, so we are a city. But under legislation that he wanted to bring in, we would have been downgraded to a town. Now, he did downgrade a little bit in that they got rid of the corporation, which is, I think, a very negative thing. But I never before saw it. Thousands of people took to the streets as part of our campaign, Kilkenny People campaign, which we were at the head of it, to safeguard the city status. And believe it or not, we got legislation changed.
There was a local newspaper, any local newspaper in the country is part of its community. It's the people who put it together, who sell the advertising. We meet our advertisers, we meet our readers, we meet our contacts every day of the week. I'm from Kilkenny, born and raised in Kilkenny, so the Kilkenny People, to me, like any person born here locally, has been very much a part of our lives. It's documented kind of what we would have done in our local notes, right up to if anyone's ever been lucky enough to achieve something to be on the front page. They'll never forget that couple of paragraphs in the paper, or the big 2-page spread maybe in the paper. So, it's there with us, it's still there. When a story goes digitally online of something going well, their friends are all commenting through Facebook about it, well done and all that. And we can see, how our content and reflecting that is being, greeted by our readers and appreciated by our readers. Of course, not all news is good news, but we try and get that balance as well.
It's an important role of a local newspaper that things like courts and council are covered, because obviously we all need to know or like to know what's going on in our community, or things that might affect or change the place that we live. Not everyone can get to the courts or the council meetings, people have other things, but if you can open your newspaper and read what decisions are being made, what things are coming up for public consultation, how you can have an input or some role in the process, it's important that that's highlighted and people know exactly what they're dealing with.
Here since 1999, so in that time I've covered a hell of a lot of things in terms of All Ireland's, Olympic athletes, say major sporting events that Kilkenny's been lucky, I suppose, to have great success over the years.
Graphic designer firstly, but I suppose I link all strands of the production process. I'm involved with planning, layout, and kind of oversee other people's work in a sense that I'll see how they make sure everything looks good, I suppose, before it goes to press.